All right, let's get right into it. We're going to unpack a dating paradox that, honestly, so many of us have seen but maybe couldn't quite put a finger on. Yeah, we're talking about the whole nice guy versus alpha male debate. And this quote from our source material just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? We're all raised on one idea of romance, but then real life seems to be playing a totally different game. It's a really frustrating contradiction.
So, what is going on here? We're going to dig into the answer our source material provides, and it suggests that the logic behind attraction isn't modern at all. In fact, it's something programmed deep, deep inside our evolutionary past.
Okay, first up, let's tackle this paradox head on. It's all about that massive clash between the fairy tales we were told as kids and the often confusing social dynamics we actually see out in the real world.
I mean, you've seen this play out, right? On one hand, you have the Disney story, be the perfect hero, the knight in shining armor. But then you get to school, and you realize that, wait a minute, it's the rebellious, bad boys who seem to be getting all the attention. It doesn't really add up.
So, the source defines the nice guy problem like this. He's the one who follows the fairy tale script to a T. He treats her like a princess, he does everything right, and he believes that if he's just nice enough, that's the key. But the result? According to this theory, that spark often just fizzles out, if it was ever even there to begin with. Now, to understand why this might be happening, our source material asks us to hit the rewind button, like way, way back. It argues that the secret isn't in today's social rules, but in our primal evolutionary wiring. So let's do a little thought experiment together. Just imagine for a second that all of modern society, poof, it's gone. No cars, no iPhones, no grocery stores, it's just you and the wilderness. Survival is the only thing that matters. This is the world where this theory claims our basic instincts for attraction were really forged.
In this kind of survival scenario, the source lays out a really critical choice for a woman. You've got option A, the nice guy. You know, he's well-intentioned, but maybe not the strongest. He can't really guarantee security. Then there's option B, the strong, dominant male. He might not be as sweet, but in this brutal world, he can absolutely protect you and provide for you.
So when you look at it from a pure survival point of view, the choice becomes pretty obvious, right? When the safety of you and your future kids is literally on the line, well, that decision kind of makes itself.
And this right here, this brings us to the absolute core argument of the source material. It's arguing that this ancient programming is still running in the background today, a subconscious drive to find traits that signal strength and dominance, because for thousands of years, those traits meant survival. Okay, so ancient history is cool and all, but how does this apply to a modern date? Well, this next part of the theory argues that women are subconsciously acting like detectives, constantly searching for little clues that reveal a man's true underlying character.
The idea here is that women have this natural, intuitive gift for reading between the lines. It's not just about what you say or what you do, it's about all the little signals you're sending out, probably without even realizing it. Seriously, think about it. Every tiny detail is being picked up on. Your posture, the tone of your voice, your eye contact, your hesitation, it's all being processed to build this bigger picture of who you are. Are you what the source calls a high-value or a low-value male?
So here's the absolute kicker. The action itself isn't the most important thing. What's really being analyzed according to this framework is the motivation, the why behind what you do. Is it coming from a place of genuine confidence, or is it coming from a place of fear and needing approval?
And all of this leads to what the source says is the most critical piece of the puzzle. It's not about logic, it's about emotion. It's all about how your behavior actually makes her feel.
And right here, you can see the two mindsets side by side. The nice guy, in this view, is basically running a transaction. He thinks if I input enough nice actions, I should get attraction as the output. But the alpha male, in this theory, operates completely differently. His behavior isn't a transaction. It's just a natural broadcast of his confidence that, in turn, causes the feeling of attraction.
You know, to make this a little less theoretical, the source gives us a really good example. So let's picture this scenario. You're on vacation, you meet someone you find attractive. What do you do?
The nice guy path, as it's described here, is pretty predictable. He immediately goes into knight in shining armor mode. He's walking on eggshells, trying desperately not to offend her, and the whole time he's trying to prove what a great nice guy he is.
And here we go again with that crucial question. We gotta put on our detective hats. What's the real motivation? What is the why behind this super cautious, approval-seeking behavior?
And the source argues that the why is just one word: fear. It's the fear of rejection. So all that careful, people-pleasing stuff isn't seen as kindness. It's seen as a signal of weakness. It tells her that you're more worried about what she thinks of you than you are about just being yourself. And that, in this framework, is a huge turnoff.
This all brings us to the final big idea from the source material. It basically frames this whole primal attraction thing not as a conscious choice or preference, but as a fundamental, unchangeable rule of nature.
So here's the definition it gives us. Primal attraction is like an automatic switch. It's a subconscious gut reaction to signs of strength and dominance. According to this view, a woman can't just decide to feel it any more than you can decide to feel hungry. It's an instinct that just happens.
And this table really just lays it all out crystal clear. You've got the nice guy, categorized as weak. His whole mindset is seeking approval, and the feeling he creates is, well, neutrality or even pity. Then you have the alpha male, categorized as strong and dominant, displays confidence, and the result is raw attraction. According to this model, it's a pretty black and white distinction.
So what's the big takeaway here? Well, the source material really emphasizes that this isn't about learning some tricks or manipulating people. It's about self-improvement, about becoming a genuinely stronger, more confident version of you. It argues that these rules are hardwired into our biology. So the only real question left is, how are you going to play the game?